Hi there, welcome back to my channel Scrap and Coffee. I'm back with another project made with just one junk journal from Stamperia. I believe this is the fourth project on my channel using a junk journal from Stamperia only. I just really love this part of their collection that they came out last year. It's like a very budget-friendly product that has everything you need to just make a project, a small project, but like a project that could be a gift. So this is the fourth project that I've made using one of the junk journals, and I'm pretty sure more are coming. This time I've used a new beginning that came out in March. I believe it was the March collection. I've used one junk journal, and this time I also used, I believe this is called the soft mold from the collection, where I've used this little robot that went on the box here. So this time I didn't want to do an album or a folio that was due to the papers that were just not saying album or folio to me. I wanted to do a little bit of a 3D project, and then I wasn't sure what was going to end up inside that box in this case. But they ended up being some inserts that I will show you in a second, of course. I have tutorials for this project, of course, coming up to my channel, and like always there will be a link down below in the description box towards my Ko-fi webshop, where you can find a cutting guide where all the measurements are written out for you. I just wanted to tell you up front that filming a tutorial for a box like this, it's not easy. So it's a long process. I have 3 videos, and I think all 3 of them are about 1 hour long, on how to make this small box. If that's too slow for you, remember you can always speed up or skip parts if you already know how to do certain things. But if you're not so familiar with it, like, I take you through the whole process. The second thing that I want to say is, once the box comes together, and as you can see, I'm using black tape that I've used for the construction. I've used what's called a Pro Artist tape for constructing the box, and like, it's getting dark when the pieces come together. It gets dark. You are really like trying to film inside a black hole basically, and it's just really hard to see some parts. So I apologize for that in advance, but I hope that I'm talking you through it enough to just still be clear on what I'm doing. So that's all coming to the channel, right? And then there's also videos for the inserts that are inside, and that's all together in one cutting guide. So this box, I just wanted to create a little bit of a shadow piece here, just for fun and interest, to like when it's standing on your desk, people might go like, what's that over there? I think it's just a really fun way to make your box look interesting. So I just made a little scenery there. With the mold, with the robot. I don't have a lot of experience with molds and painting them, but I just gave it a go, and I just kept going until I was happy. And I'm just super stoked with the result, and a little bit of the rusty effect. Like, it's not perfect, but I'm super happy with it. I did put that on camera. I made like a very short video on it that will be on Instagram or Facebook. Maybe I'll try to publish it as a short on YouTube, but I've never done that before. So this is the box. I've made a closure to keep it closed. It measures about 5 3/4 by 4 3/4 and a little over 1.5 inches in thickness. And it really comes together in several parts. So that's why it's a bit of a longer process, even though it's small. So when I open it up, this is what it looks like. I'm just super happy with how this turned out. And I have some ribbon here. I've decided eventually on 2 inserts to go in here. It's a bit tight. I've like decorated a bit bulky. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, if it was going to be cards or inserts or whatever, but it turned out to be inserts. So when I pull on the ribbon, they come up a little bit, so it's a bit easier to take them out. And then I didn't do anything with this. It's just black. See how that's just a black hole and you don't see any detail inside there? Yeah, so that's what makes it tutorials just difficult. So 2 small inserts in here. They have a very similar base, just slightly different, both of them. So you can make 1 and 2. You can make two of the same. That's all up to you, or you can make something completely different, right? It's your choice. So this will be insert number 1, and I just love this little scenery, and I cannot take credit for it myself. I saw it from I believe it was Vicky. I always say Vicky P because I just butcher up her name otherwise. Who did this on a art journal page in one of her art journal books. So I just love that idea, and I try to make it my own a little bit. So this is the front cover of insert number 1. The inserts are about 5 5/8 by 3/8 of an inch in thickness, and what is it, 4 1/4. So when I open it, I have a small pocket here, and I just tried to fill them up a little bit, but I was getting a bit bulky. Also because I was layering a little bit, so I had to be a bit careful. So just a pocket there. Then I have a larger photo behind it, and I really need to stop using this element because I'm overdoing it now lately. So this will be the last time for now, I think. No promises though. And then also here, this is actually a belly band. And I just put a 3x4 or a cropped 3x4 photo on here with some pattern paper at the back. And then here a larger photo. So I've used a lot of strips to do the decorating, and then just place the photo on top. And I'm actually looking for an element here to just decorate that photo a little bit more, but that's all right. I'm going to put that to the side. And then here I have a flap. You can put a photo here, but I just decided to put some embellishments there. And then on the inside I did do a 3x4 photo with some more embellishments, and a small side pocket for some smaller photos. So still there is quite a lot of opportunity for photos here, but like for a small event, right? Or a fun day or something. So it closes up like this. That's insert number 1. And then we also have insert number 2. So here that belly band element is ending up on the front cover. So I did a photo behind it on this side. So just some embellishments here for the front cover. And then when it opens up, another photo here. This one has a side loading pocket. So I didn't stamp it so you can journal on it. You can put a photo here. I decided not to just keep that, like clean over here. And then I have a small photo here with some larger embellishments. I just really wanted to use this. And then in the middle here we have a waterfall, so a magnetized closure. And the other one I have also a magnetized closure on the flap. So here we have quite a bit of room for some small photos. And then I've made a small tuck space here at the bottom. That's something that I like to do at the end of my waterfalls, is just to make something like a tuck space or a little bit of a belly band, so you can still add an extra photo or some journaling there. Don't have that go to waste completely. And that's insert number 2. So we can close this, and then that one on top. So this project contains the box, which is most of the work, right? And then 2 little inserts that can be made to go in the box or as standalone projects. That's it. So I hope you like it. It's a bit something different that every now and then I like to do, but then I remember how hard it is to make the tutorials for it, and then I'm cured for a little while. I just go back to my albums. No, we'll see. I have another box lying around that I really want to make tutorials from, because it's a good one. So remember, link to my Ko-fi webshop for a cutting guide down below in the description box. Videos, tutorials will be coming up on my channel, so you can make this, and you can use any collection, of course, that you have lying around to make this your own. So I hope you like it. That's it for me for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me in the tutorials. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.